Hello everyone, welcome back. Christian Shreve, bestboxingbets.com. I'm also the author of Money Boxing. If you haven't checked it out, please do so. We're on Amazon. The audiobook, it's on Audible. You guys, we're looking for that rare athlete, the one that can make magic happen. We're looking for that Michael Jordan. We're looking for that Beckham. We're looking for that person who can give us those amazing moments. In boxing, we find it with the brilliant boxer, but we also find it most often and most rarely from that pure knockout puncher. We've had a few in recent memory, but over the last 30 years, not many, not truly many. Lennox Lewis, when he was in puncher mode, could hit as hard as anyone in the business, but the pure knockout puncher still rarely comes along. Tyson, for a little while, probably the most successful in the last 25 years, was a junior middleweight by the name of Julian Jackson from the Virgin Islands. And we want another one, darn it. We want one now. Marcos Maidana looked like he might have been one. Has a lot of power and has improved his skill set. Most recently, compared to Julian Jackson, was 140-pounder Lucas the Machine Matthysse. Boy, this guy could really bang on the way in, and he was taking on up-and-coming young world ring champion, not titleist, champion Danny Garcia, who's had his share of rough and close contests. Now, most sports books were looking at least 3-1 against Garcia, even though he was the defending champion. Such was their confidence in the power and confidence of the very strong barrel-chested Matthysse. I did not render a pick on the bout. And the reason I didn't is because there are certain unanswered questions. Now look, if you're a gambler, you're there to have fun. Throw some money down. It doesn't really matter. You're going to win some. You're going to lose some. Usually you're going to lose more than you win. However, in this case, this is serious because this is one of those matches after which you can judge what a lot of people are going to be able to do. I wait for these because after this, we know we can make money for or against this fighter, that fighter, how and what, under what conditions. What did we learn? We learned some powerful things. First, it was an excellent contest. The underdog champion won a close decision. But what did we learn? Well, going into the fight, we needed to know that Danny Garcia could take a real puncher's punch. We learned that he could very well. Matthysse, for all his offensive ability and talent, for his strength, is not a pure knockout puncher. Not everyone is going to go down from a glancing blow from this guy. And when he gets ready to fire, if somebody fires back at him, he freezes. About the 11th round, they started noticing that. It's been around for a while. I wanted to see what happened. Garcia doesn't have on his record a lot of knockouts. It's deceptive. He's a powerful puncher. He is a powerful puncher. Maybe not as hard as Matthysse, clearly not. And yet, coming into him, Matthysse was agape at the fury of Garcia's punch on more than one occasion. You know, when you go to open up your own offense, you open up your defense frequently as well. And Matthysse was able to land his hardest shots on Garcia. Garcia took them extremely well. We now know about Garcia that along with his conditioning, with his burgeoning confidence, with his growing resume of world-class victories, that this is a guy who can take it on the whiskers. That is something that they say you cannot train. I'm inclined to believe it. Matthysse, on the other hand, brave, strong. I believe that within the next little while he'll receive another title shot, because maybe not a championship shot, but a title shot, because people want to see this guy fight. He's never in a dull fight, and if the other fighter wants to make it dull, wants to make it boring, he'll make up for it and make it exciting anyway. I love to watch Lucas Matthysse fight. In this bout, we found out what we needed to know. Against someone who's going to fire with him, who could stand in the pocket and exchange, Matthysse and his defensive liabilities ultimately cost him. And until he finds a way to fire and rotate and move at the same time, a little bit of that finesse added to that game, he will never reach his full potential, and he has great potential. So what we learned about Garcia is, man, this is the real deal. If he stays at 140, we're looking at a dominant champion at 147, provided he is able, he's still growing, they say, if he is able to carry his attributes up to 147, you might have a real live threat on the Mayweather Party Tour, coming soon to a pay-per-view event near you. Matthysse, I believe he shattered his orbital socket. He'll be on the mend, but when he comes back, we're all looking to see him fight again. It was a wonderful fight. We know now that we're going to see Matthysse vulnerable to guys who can stand in the pocket and hurt him, that can throw hard. Other than that, he's going to blow pretty much everybody else out of the way. We know that Garcia can handle a variety of different problems and that he can adapt. I think the sky's the limit pretty much with Danny Garcia, and now that we've seen this fight, we know what to do with these guys. We know where to place them. Up till now, it would have been gambling, and that is not our game. Our game is winning. Our game is making money, 1, and not losing what we have, which is 2. And from this point forward, I feel much more comfortable in dealing with both of these fighters. What are your thoughts? Christian Shreve, bestboxingbets.com. I'm Christian Shreve, and I'm here to tell you about why I think you should own my new book, Money Boxing, which is on sale now. Money Boxing has something for everyone, whether or not you know anything about boxing. You're about to receive a backstage pass into a world of glamour, corruption, and intrigue. And you're going to learn about the system, which is the only thing the casinos have had to fear in a long time. You can own Money Boxing by clicking on the link below now. I think you'll like it.